Welcome, Sagittarius, to my channel. I'm gonna try to have the most clear and concise information for you available. I will try not to have any for the lack of a better word, frequencies involved into the situation, and keep them at clear and honest communication within. I have already cleared the cards and all this information. I'm gonna strike the chime twice to get that binaural sound and hopefully move from there, and hopefully you're recording. I'm gonna take a look one more time. Hold on. Yes, I am indeed recording. Hilarious. I did not know. Like all of my cretins, I read to them an excerpt of my favorite book. And it says, at least the first three sentences, I have heard that the ancients used bows and arrows to their advantage. The Lung Yu says there must be sufficiency of military strength. The Shu Xing mentions the army amongst the 8 objects of government. The I Ching says army indicates firmness and justice. The experienced leader will have good fortune. The Shi Ching says the king rose majestic in his wrath and he marshaled his troops. The Yellow Emperor, Tang the Completer, and the Wu Wang of all used spears and battle axes in order to secure their generation. The Susu Mao Fa says if one man slay another of sad purpose, he himself may be rightfully slain. He who relies solely on warlike measures shall be exterminated. He who relies solely on peaceful measures shall perish. Instances of this are the Fu Cha I On on the one hand and the Yang Wang on the other. In military matters, the sage's rule is normal to keep the peace and to move his forces only when occasion requires. He will not use the armed forces unless driven to by necessity. Alright, that was a long-winded, but we'll go from there. We'll close with another excerpt from The Art of War, Sagittarius. Let's see what's in the middle of your mind. What is going on in the middle of your heart? That shall prove to us what is happening. Sagittarius. Amongst all Sagittarius. That's a lot. I've been doing a lot of work. I am tired. Okay, so we have the King Knight of Wands and your core message, meaning something's coming towards you. You have the Justice on your mind, meaning you want something just happening. What is going to happen? I don't know. That's what you want, though. That's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for justice. What kind of justice? I'm not too sure right now, but that's what you're aiming for. And you have the sun on your foundation. Incredible. That is beautiful. Whatever you want justice, and you want it to be shown to everybody around you, so you don't have to, nobody has to guide you ever again. You're like, no, I did the work, look at this, check this shit out. Like, I'm not the one at fault. I'm not the one doing anything bad, right? So, let's go Sagittarius. Let's do it. I know two Sagittarius, two are somewhat alike, yet so different. Alright. And the bigger picture of the world closest to you. So you obviously know that whatever's coming towards you, it has to have that bigger picture of like, you've understood everything I've wanted and more, and now you're putting it into a plan, and you're like, I'm bulletproofing it right now. Why? I don't know. But you have the High Priestess a little further up ahead. What does that mean? What could that mean for you? You want the bigger picture, but yet you feel like you're lacking. Yeah, look, dude. 4 major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4. already to start with, to begin with. And there's your card, the Knight of Wands. Your fiery card, your fiery suit. What more do you want? Your head, you want justice on your mind. On the physical, you want your physicality to shine through. Closest to you, you want that worldly, self-righteous kind of indignation, if I'm saying it right. And then you have the High Priestess. You not only want to know, you want to know everything else that nobody else knows. You want to be, you don't only want to be in the know, you want to be the know kind of situation. And, dude, like, you already have so much. Why do you want more? Two of Wands, clarifying the Knight of Wands. You have two really good options. Either you get the worldly picture, or you get that esoteric, unknown, what's the other word? And occult information. Like, come on, yeah? That's why Joseph's there. One or the other, not both. Not that you can't have both. It's just as of right now, with what you want, which is partying it up with the justice, you can attain that worldly look that you want. And you have, and what's really farther off your hands, off your reach, is that High Priestess, like that, the esoteric, the theoretical, the occult information. And you have the Temperance card, and find the Sun. There you go. Everything in moderation. If you can't understand moderation, then you're not doing your job right. Right. So there you go. The Hanged Man, clarifying the world. You either wait for what you ought to, or you're just not gonna know it because you have no other reference as to what you're doing. You have no other reference as to whether you're doing right or wrong. And that's gonna bring you a Tower. Boom, boom, boom. Watch out. Because of your... Okay, the best way to say it is you don't have to worry about this Tower. Because if you know what you know, and you know that you know what you know that you know, the Tower don't mean anything. On the other hand, if you want to know this esoteric, this occult information, it's gonna bring it. You have to suffer through it. You can't just attain it by being told. You have to live it to understand it, if that makes sense. I don't think you want that. Otherwise other cards would come out. But look, you have the Five of Pentacles, verifying the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So you're gonna get information about this. What? I don't know. Not yet. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be very careful, Sagittarius. Why? I'm only saying because you have the Sun, the World, Justice, and the Tower. And the Tower's only clarifying. It's not even a major player here. If you, let's just leave it like that. If you do make a mistake, you're gonna pay for it. That's why I cover my bases the way I know I should. All right. So here, you have the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Three Wands. 1, 2, and 3. Let's clarify the Tower one more time. I have the Hermit. Everybody, dude, this is a common thing for me. Everybody seems to do better when they're alone. Not because they are alone, but because being alone just simplifies everything a lot more. Let's clarify. Look, you were almost about to get the Tower, but there's too many cards to get. The Tower, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. This is just not for you. This reading is just not going to. I'm glad I gave out enough information beforehand, though that could have been Henderson too as well. Yeah. Sagittarius. So you have the Knight of Swords. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. From 2 to 3. And you have the Six of Swords. I mean, the Four of Swords. Some kind of rest, man. And you know it. You can't just be all about it. Oh, yeah. The Ten of Cups. Upright. No, closest to you. Look at that. 10 of Cups. You either do something emotionally fulfilling and willing and worth it, than just lie about knowing what you know and that you're not alone. I think that's what it really comes down to. Choose what you want, but that's really what it comes down to. Look, justice. The Page, the 5, and the 4. 4, 5, if you want. So there you go. 3, 5, Fool, Page, and you get the World yet again right there. With the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Swords, Page. There you go. Alright. Sagittarius, I hope this was more than enough. Let me give you a little workshop out. It says number 16. Whether to concentrate or divide your troop must be decided by circumstance. If you need to come up against me, Sagittarius, I'm not saying anything against you. I'm just letting you know. So go for it. Let me know in the comment or in the video. Let me know if you're down for it. You can start off slow, and if you think this is me talking about you, it's wrong. I'm talking to that one person who doesn't understand what I'm talking about, but yet he understood this split completely. He's about my age. That I can tell you. What's my age? Don't worry. He will know. It'll be better. I'm happy. I'm actually a little nervous that I did this reading for them. So yeah, go for it, Sagittarius. Once again, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do it in a world order, if need be, or the new world order, if need be. But we're doing it. We're doing it. Thank you, Sagittarius.